Darling, have you ever felt that tingle? That little shiver down your spine that whispers, "Adventure awaits." Well, tuck in, my loves, because today we're off to Dundee, a city steeped in history, where the mists of time swirl with the aroma of something utterly delicious. So put on your glad rags, grab your appetites, and let's waft our way through the most mysteriously delicious restaurants Dundee has to offer. Our first stop takes us to the waterfront, darling, to a restaurant that's practically dipped its toes in the River Tay. The Taybury, with its stunning views, is a feast for the eyes as well as the stomach. Fresh, seasonal, and bursting with flavour, just like Mother Nature intended. And speaking of history, why not treat yourself to their signature Taybury tart? A nod to the local fruit, darling, and a taste sensation that will have you booking your next trip before you've even finished your glass of wine. Now, darling, if you fancy a bit of old-world charm with your dinner, then Castle Hill Restaurant is the place for you. Nestled in the heart of Dundee, this grand old dame of a building dates back to the 19th century, and let me tell you, she's seen it all. Castle Hill is all about fine dining, with a focus on the finest Scottish ingredients. So put on your best frock, darling, and prepare to be utterly enchanted. Now, for those who like their dining experience with a side of river views, the Newport restaurant is an absolute must. Perched on the banks of the River Tay, this stylish eatery offers a tantalising blend of modern cuisine and traditional Scottish flavours. The Newport pays homage to its heritage with dishes like their famous Arbroath smoky kedgeree, a symphony of smoked haddock, creamy rice, and perfectly poached eggs. It's the perfect place to lose yourself in the moment and savour the flavours of Dundee's rich maritime history. Now, darling, have you ever dined in a former Victorian pub? Well, at the Darcy Thompson, you can do just that. Named after the celebrated biologist, this restaurant is a delightful fusion of history and innovation. As you step inside, you're greeted by the warm glow of exposed brick walls, the gentle hum of conversation, and the tantalising aromas wafting from the kitchen. The Darcy Thompson is renowned for its innovative dishes, each one a work of art, crafted with the finest local ingredients. It's lively, it's welcoming, it's the kind of place where you can easily while away an evening, lost in conversation and good company. And now, darling, for our final culinary adventure, we're off to a hidden gem that's simply bursting with vintage charm. Tucked away from the hustle and bustle, the Palais Tea Room is like stepping back in time to an era of elegance and grace. The Palais Tea Room is all about afternoon tea, darling, but not as you know it. Think delicate finger sandwiches, fluffy scones piled high with clotted cream and jam, and cakes so pretty they belong in a museum. It's the perfect place to escape the everyday and indulge in a little bit of old-fashioned glamour. So, there you have it, darling. 5 of the most mysteriously delicious restaurants in Dundee, each with its own unique charm and history. From the waterfront elegance of the Taybury to the vintage charm of the Palais Tea Room, Dundee's culinary scene is a feast for the senses. So why not book yourself a little trip to this enchanting city? Explore its historic streets, soak up its vibrant atmosphere, and most importantly, darling, indulge in its culinary delights. And don't forget to tell me all about it in the comments below. What tickles your fancy, darling? The seafood at the Newport, the vintage charm of the Palais, or perhaps a taste of history at Castle Hill? Let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fabulous adventures.